Hey guys, Hamsterwheel here, and today I would like to talk about Turtle WoW and the risk of it getting shut down again. Yeah, I know, I already did a video about that topic, but truth be told, I ended up not doing the best of job in that video. As it turns out, I made a couple of mistakes and left out some crucial stuff, which kinda led to some misinformation due to my errors, and people have rightfully pointed it out. So, in this video, I would like to set the record straight and correct a couple of mistakes I made, as well as give you some more info regarding this whole topic. So without further ado, let's get started. Now, first of all, I mentioned that the private server Nostarius was hosted in the US, which was incorrect since Nostarius was hosted in France. Unfortunately, I got it mixed up with another private server, which was Felmist, which was indeed hosted in the United States of America. Now, let's get into the meat and potatoes of the video, which is Turtle WoW itself. And this time around, instead of just going off on my own knowledge, I decided to just ask the staff of Turtle WoW themselves. And luckily, head developer Torda was kind enough to elaborate a bit more about this topic. And here's the reply. To answer your questions about fearing Blizzard, of course, there is a certain degree of fear. It would be foolish to be completely brave as they are massive corporations with a lot of power. However, it has been statistically shown that it is not in their style to take any serious actions against private servers. Judging by the news about in-company protests, labor unions, and all the internal issues they have to deal with right now, I sincerely hope their hands are full with their own drama. We do receive standard DMCA notices on our Cloudflare from time to time, but it's not just us. Many people who run a server complain about the same thing. It seems like a general lawyer routine to send those notices, and they can't be ignored. If our host chooses not to ignore them, we will just rehost. It's common for them to report popular modding content before major expansion releases, such as Classic Lich King. Prior to that, they took down our YouTube channel, deleted half of our Instagram/Twitter posts for unauthorized display of in-game graphics, and we shut down our Patreon, which was really rude to us when we tried to appeal. However, we weren't the only target. I believe Ascension and some other servers had the same issues. In general, I think there's no way they can go to the lengths of suing single individuals. It's too expensive and complicated. They have millions of players, and we're still very small compared to even the largest private servers that run completely as businesses. Personally, I think it's wrong to ask an actual game company to do Classic Plus or repeat whatever successful modding project experience. The modding community is part of the game's legacy, and it should be the modders' job to develop expansions for legacy expansions. Look at Bethesda. They're friends with the modders while moving forward and developing new things, not reflecting on the past. Fans can get inspired by a game in various ways, such as writing a song, creating artwork, doing cosplay, or making a mod. I don't believe there should be any financial concern for Blizzard either. What some project like ours makes in a year, they probably make in just 30 minutes. I then asked if they believe that both the owners of Felmist and Nostarius were more vulnerable, because even though a server might be hosted offshore, they might fear retaliation more simply because they live in the same country where Blizzard has their headquarters. And this is the reply I got. If someone truly wants to keep a server up and running, they will find a way. The most vulnerable people are those who have hosting and domain registered under their names. The rest of the team is 100% off the hook. Private servers do not have owners like real companies do. It is all about having your name on any paper, and the rest does not matter. Also, in regards to where they host the server, Torta said that the hardware is in the UK, but that they changed the location 3 times since the launch of Turtle WoW. So in a nutshell, yes, there is always a chance that Turtle WoW might get shut down, but if we look at Blizzard's track record, the only ones they have actually been able to shut down is Nostarius, which again got shut down because the owners themselves said that the whole point of Nostarius was just to get Blizzard's attention and convince them to release legacy servers. And the other private server they managed to shut down was a server which was hosted in the US and had their lead developer Gummy also in the same country. And again, this is what Gummy himself said. He said that one day a representative from Blizzard showed up on his doorstep and personally handed him a cease and desist letter. That's what he said himself, and it has never been confirmed that this actually happened or it was all fabricated. After all, with many private servers, it's hard to confirm claims like this since we know so little about the developers behind all of these private servers. So, while Turtle WoW is growing in popularity, their intent is to just not have it up until they get the attention from Blizzard, then to push for real Classic Plus servers. Their server hardware is hosted in the UK, but as they said themselves, it's already been moved 3 times so far. And for Blizzard, it's probably too complicated to try and go after the people behind a server like Turtle WoW, especially if again, they themselves are in a country where it's harder for Blizzard to actually pursue them legally, which is exactly the case with Warmane. So then, will Turtle WoW get shut down? Well, it's highly unlikely, because as Tortoise said, that if there's a will to keep a server up and running, there will be a way. But it is safe to say that while the risk is probably very low, no one can say for sure that this will always be the case. Given enough time and resources, any private server could get shut down. But considering just how many private servers have been released over the last 10 years or so, and how many of them were confirmed to be shut down by Blizzard, is, like I said, very unlikely. And well, I hope that clears things up a bit. I want to give a big thanks to Torda for taking the time to answer my questions, as well as fellow YouTuber Dodgy Kebab for helping me along the way in terms of getting this information. As always, I want to thank you for watching this video. I'm Hamsterwheel and have a good one.